So we're on a brand new adventure today. This find could be a little shaky. You'll see what I'm talking about. A nice little signal here, and I'm hearing this buckle. This looks to me like it's probably a pet's collar. So this is either a pet grave, which is awfully shallow for a pet grave, or you know, the pet lost his collar or came back here and died. No tags on it. There are houses close by. I have accidentally dug up pet burials before. You know, I would just put them back. I don't think this is one because it's not deep enough. Put it back just in case. There you go. Slumber on, little buddy, slumber on. So I have kind of a cool find here. I want to see if you guys know what it is. What do you think? Do you know what that is? That's pretty cool right there. Somebody's phone number. Yeah, at first glance you might think this is like a devil's fork or something like that, but that's not what it is. It's actually something else entirely, and I'm just curious if any of you guys can figure it out. I'm not going to tell you right now. I'll tell you a little bit later. Isn't that neat though? That's pretty cool right there. I like that. Awesome. Some bones. Look. Do you think they're human? Not too far from a major highway, and there's hobo camps in the area. What do you think? I don't think it's human. Mainly because of that over there. Look. The devil. No, it's not a devil. That's a deer. This is a little antler from a small buck. I don't see a skull, but if we look around, we'll probably find another one of these. Not exactly what I'm looking for, but I'll take what I can get. That's right, you ain't seen nothing yet. I know that's stupid. The antler I picked up was right over by that little tree right there. And where I'm standing, there's another bone. That's a fresher one. That's from this year for sure. So somewhere out here there's gonna be another dead deer. I'll kind of circle around a little bit, see if we can find it. Maybe there'll be like a gigantic rack on it. There's another deer. This is a buck as well. We're a long way from where I found the one antler, so it doesn't go to this one. But it's probably as old. Poor dude. So we just found this little hatchet piece. Not sure how old it is. Could be Civil War era, but there's no way to say for sure. We're in a good area for Civil War stuff. I'm hoping we'll start finding bullets in just a minute or two. But don't hold your breath. Well, this is my next target. It is a bullet, but not a Civil War bullet. This is much more modern, like a wad cutter. Shoot it at a target, it leaves a big hole in a paper target, so you can see where you hit from a long distance. Modern, but we're getting close. I want to dig this signal with you guys because it's just a really good signal. Not too big, and it's really high on the meter. Nice solid squeak. And it should be right about in here. Dig it with our fingers for a minute. If it's deep, I don't know. It could be a can, I guess. Well, it just sounds really good. All right, let's get the pinpointer out and try that. Yeah, it's a little bit deeper yet. It's in my headphones, a sound for the pinpointer, but it's right there. Just a really good signal. Try to get back there a little bit. I'm thinking it's right about here, so I don't think we're going to hurt it like that. What is it? Right there? Is that it? Oh, what is it? I don't have a good feeling about that. At first saw it, I thought it might be like a belt buckle, but considering it has a rubber gasket, I'm thinking it's a gas cap. Yep. Ye old gas cap. That's pretty peaked, isn't it? Oh well. Hi. That sounded like the best signal I've had in a couple days. Oh well, maybe the next one. So here are two dead deer, which is kind of odd out in the middle of the woods like this. That's a doe. And that's the little buck right there. You can see the little spikes on him. It's just a baby. That was probably the spike because it's small. And down over the hill, there's a big pile of bones. That's probably what's left of the doe. Nah, there's another skull down there. So there's 3 dead deer right in a small area. Well, we have those 3 deer skulls behind me, and there's a couple more in front of me, but I think I know why. Big skull right there. There's another big skull down there somewhere. But there's houses right there. I didn't realize I was this close to the subdivision. So I suspect someone over there is a hunter, and when they butcher their deer, they bring them back here and dump the bones and stuff, which, you know, doesn't hurt. It's probably a good thing, because at least the animals can get that, and they're not putting it in the landfill. But that solved the mystery. There's always an answer. So I have another mystery for you. I want to see if you guys can solve it. Why in the world would there be all of these potting plant pots, you know, pots that plants come in the woods, scattered down there? You can see them all scattered down through here, over there. Have any idea? There's probably another dozen down in the valley there. Well, if you've been watching my videos, you know that's because people have been sneaking back here and planting the marijuana illegally in the summertime. If I came back here next summer, there'd probably be some pot plants scattered in amongst these trees right here. They live in one of these houses down here, and of course they don't own this, so they don't care, and they just plant the weed out here and then harvest it if no one else harvests it first. I wouldn't do that. I don't really care about it anyway. So it's almost legal where I live, not legal where I'm standing though. Well, I just popped out in the fields for a little bit. Probably can't stay here long because it's super windy, but I found a button. Scared about 100 deer out of the rock breaks. And one flat button. We'll definitely come back here if the some other day, but we can't stay. I'm not gonna stay out here long because the wind's really blowing. It's gonna mess the camera up. It'll sound like this if I take my hand away. Well, actually the wind stopped, but yeah, got a flat button. Woohoo! He's got something. I just found a fossilized shark's tooth, or tooth to a sickle bar or more. I think it's probably sickle bar or more. Saw another one just laying on the surface over here. Yeah, there's one here. I guess the farmer probably just pitched them up here against the tree. Whew. Alright, let's get back at it. It's a lot of little squeaks in here, so I'm hoping there might be a, or little pieces of iron rather, so I'm hoping there might be some more buttons. Little piece of pottery right here, so this might be an old home site that we're on. We'll try it for a while. If it gets real gusty or stays gusty, I might have to split and come back later, but yeah, let's just see if there's anything here. Just dug what I think is a button, broken one. Thought it was a coin at first, but yeah, I believe this is a tomback or spun back button. That would date to like the late 1700s. So I'm pretty sure we're on an old home site here. Here's what I'll do. I'll go ahead and film it, but I probably won't have any sound when you're watching it because the wind is howling, and I lost the little thing I had for my mic in the wood just a few minutes ago. So we gotta stick here a little bit longer, find a couple old coins. I think we'll find a couple colonial coppers. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Pretty soon. Let's just get to digging. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. It's pretty sad, isn't it? Shh. All right, should be in here. One of these two. Well, maybe I'll take my headphone off so you can hear it. Actually, wind's not too bad right now. It's in here. You see it? Could be it right there. Looks like a modern casing. Yeah. Oh no. It's probably like a 30-06, I reckon. So right now I'm kind of tucked in behind a rock break and some trees. The wind's really starting to howl. and it's getting really cold. I'm definitely on a home site here. I just dug a, you know what this is? Do ya? This is a curry comb. This is a thing you use to brush horses, you know, when you're taking care of them. And it's of a design that was used in the Civil War, so during the Civil War era. So I'm really excited about this. And I also found something. Oh yeah, I'm so excited. You know what this is? It's a piece of brick. Okay, so this is pretty much telling me we're on a home site. What we're going to do is this, I'm going to go back up on top behind me here, and we're going to dig around for a while, and I'll film it for you, but I probably am not going to talk. I'll just turn the camera on, you'll see me dig it, throw it in a bag, and we'll keep going. I want to get maybe 5 or 6 things. We'll get 1 coin, just so we can say we found a coin. You know what though, it's supposed to start getting really cold, and the ground's going to freeze, and we won't be able to dig it anymore after probably about 2 more days. So, well, let's just go up on top and find some stuff. I don't know whether to look at you or look at me. Look at the screen, you know. All right, let's go find a couple of things, and I'll be quiet, I promise. Pretty sure this is a Colonial halfpenny. Woohoo! Got a coin! Place is gonna be loaded. Well, I guess that's going to have to end it for the day. It's going to be dark probably in about a half an hour or so, and that's about how far I am from my truck. So we did pretty good. First part of the day we didn't find a whole lot in the woods. I decided to come out here in the cornfield even though it was really windy, and I don't know how the video is going to turn out because I know it was howling at times. It's laid down a little bit right now. But we found some pretty good stuff. I think the home site that we're in is probably late 1700s, maybe into the early 1800s. You know, we found some oyster shells, and you saw the bricks and the pottery, and I got one coin and some buttons, and I'll show those to you. I didn't really get a good chance to go around the field a lot up there, so I don't even know if I was on the center of the house. I'm pretty excited. I think we'll probably get about another half a dozen coins out of there once we come in here and really slow down and take our time. Let's go ahead and take a look at what we have for now. I'm going to try to come back tomorrow. Maybe. It's supposed to be windier and colder, but after tomorrow the ground will be frozen tight for who knows how long. Could be for a couple months. The rest of the winter, we just don't know. But let's take a look at the finds. What do you say? So you've probably seen most of this stuff. I ended up digging a lot of iron. This is kind of neat. These are actually cooking vessels, like big old cauldrons and pots and stuff. And this might have been a pan, I suppose, and this as well. And I think that's really neat when you find this stuff. You always find this stuff around those old homes. This is an oyster shell. There are a bunch of them in the field. I pointed out a couple to you. And there's a couple buttons. You can see they have the shanks on the back. There's really no designs on those. I got a couple, well, this is a couple dandy buttons, great big ones. This one has a neat design on it. I was hoping it might be a Washington inaugural, which has eluded me these 40 years, but it just has a design. I got one Colonial copper. I think that's a George II. This almost looks like a copper, and I really thought it was when I found it, but when I started cleaning it up, you can see the shank where it's attached right there, so we know that's a button. This doodad, did you ever figure out what it is? Well, I believe that's the tip to a lightning rod that would go on a barn. Very comb, some pieces of junk, lots of horseshoes. Got a lot more junk over here that we don't need to look at. This was kind of interesting. It almost looks like a really wide horseshoe, but I'm not sure what that is. All right, couple close-ups of the coin and the dandy button, and we'll call it a day. Quick peek at the dandy button. That's the back with the shank. Of course, you can see on the front there where I shined it up a little bit. There's no hint of George Washington or anything like that that I can see. Just a design. And the coin, it's in pretty bad shape, but you can definitely make it out. That it's a coin at least. And again, I think that's the second, George II. Can't really tell if that's upside down or not, but I could see Britannia. Yeah, I couldn't read the date. Perhaps you can. Looking through the camera, I can't tell. I can't really see anything, but when I was looking at it, I could see a little bit. All right, so that's going to be it. Thanks for joining me today. Hope we get back tomorrow, but if not, I have a couple really cool places I want to check out. With just don't know what to go to first. Tempted to come here though, just in case one of these yucca pucks down here in the subdivision was watching me, and they have a detector in the basement, so you don't know that, do we? I don't think he saw me. I'll let you know. Not really. All right, I've yapped enough. Let me get out of here. You have a good one. Finally got a coin. That's awesome. Adios.